On the 19th of April 1775, just after dawn, a single gunshot cracked across a village green in Massachusetts. 8 men lay dead within minutes, and a war began that would create the United States of America. They called it the shot heard round the world. It's one of the most famous gunshots in human history. And here is the strange part. 250 years later, no one knows who fired it. Not the British, not the Americans. Every word of this is real. To understand that morning, you have to understand the fear. For years, tension between Britain and its American colonies had been building toward a breaking point. Then the British made their move. 700 Redcoats, the most feared soldiers on earth, marched out of Boston at night in secret. Their mission: seize the colonists' hidden weapons at Concord and capture the rebel leaders Samuel Adams and John Hancock. But the colonists had a warning system. A silversmith named Paul Revere rode through the dark, spreading the alarm. The regulars are coming. And so, as the sun rose over the town of Lexington, 2 groups of frightened men came face to face. On one side, 700 professional British soldiers. On the other, just 77 local farmers and shopkeepers, the militia lined up on the village green, outnumbered nearly 10 to 1. Neither commander wanted a battle. The British major shouted at the colonists to throw down their weapons and leave. And the American captain, John Parker, gave his men an order, one he would later swear to under oath: do not fire, disperse, go home. The militia began to turn and walk away. The war should have ended before it began. Both sides were standing down. And then someone pulled the trigger. To this day, no one knows who. The British insisted the colonists fired first, from behind a wall or a hedge. The Americans swore the British fired first into their backs as they walked away. Captain Parker's sworn statement says his men were leaving when the Redcoats opened fire. Some blame a nervous British soldier. Some blame a hidden colonist. Some think it was an accidental discharge, a single panicked finger, in a moment of unbearable tension. Every eyewitness that day gave a different answer, and they were all convinced they were right. What we know is what followed. The British opened fire in a deadly volley. 8 militiamen were killed on the green. The Redcoats marched on to Concord, where thousands of colonists were now waiting. By nightfall, the British were retreating to Boston under fire. The revolution had begun. The most powerful empire on earth, and the men who would build a new nation, went to war that day. Not because of a plan, not because of an order, because of one shot fired by one person that no one would ever claim. The gunshot that created America has no name attached to it. Both sides spent the next 250 years insisting it wasn't them. We know it changed the world. We will never know whose finger was on the trigger. Some chains history breaks, others it simply buries. Unchained history.